Hello, Melinda. Good to see you, hear you.
Nice to have you on stage.
Hopefully, it sounds like it's working.
Yes, finally we are here on the stage. And how are you doing today?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so today I'm in Australia, Sydney. So, yeah, evening for me, and
It's
I
evening
think
for you.
morning for you in
Thursday.
Paris.
Yeah, it's a morning, kind of mid morning. So let's get started. So we just heard Ritvika on a wonderful session. Now it's Ebbin Florence. So we wish you all the very best, and Soumya will introduce you, and then you can take it forward from there. So,
Okay, thank you, Melinda.
so our next keynote speaker, Ebbin, with extensive experience in education, human behavior, health and wellness, and serving as the co-director at Medicine Nursery and Herbal Heartland, expressed a deep passion for encouraging and educating others to reach their optimum potential in their fields. Ebbin emphasized a true concern for people's health, wellness, and education, aiming to make a significant impact in these areas. Nice. It was wonderful, Ebbin. So the stage was yours.
Well,
Please go ahead.
thank you for that beautiful welcome. I really am honored to be here at the summit. And so, yeah, I appreciate the beautiful conference you've put on today. So gorgeous to see everyone's smiling face at the summit. So, good morning if you're in Paris, and yeah, good evening if you're in Australia. That's where I am. So, I'm in Sydney, Central Coast. So, 2 hours from Sydney North. So, in a beautiful part of the world, beautiful beaches and oceans. So today, in this evening, this moment of time, my message is all about dissolving the differences of women and men. When you have differences of men and women, of differences of different countries, Russia, Ukraine, Israel, then there's conflict and there's differences. So it's all about uniting as one. Initially, we are all one. So you are a soul first. So as a soul, you have no gender, you have no religion or country or culture. So yeah, put some smiles in the chats or hands up or claps. I'd like to hear your wonderful feedback. I feel that, we can just dissolve, quite a lot of war when we see ourselves as a soul, and we can dissolve the wars that are going on. And, we've had many lifetimes. I'd like to send that message out. Many lifetimes. We've had many genders. We've been in many countries. We've been from Russia. We've been from all the different countries of all around the world. So we're here to unite and dissolve those differences and be one. On that note, I like to share, one of the greatest weapons we have in this world for change, for all of you here this evening, and the echo of everyone else that will receive it afterwards. The greatest weapon we have is love, that love in our hearts. So imagine just lighting the torch of everyone here today with that most potent weapon. So I'm here as a life coach, as an educator, as a healer. I put on serenity workshops where I take the stress out of your day-to-day life and move more into serenity. So serenity being your loyalty, your love for yourself. When you're loyal to yourself, life starts to unfold and heal. So, people might ask, well, what is loyalty? Loyalty is me first, me second, others third. And just hearing that might be a bit abrupt, because we're actually taught to serve our children, to serve our partner, and to serve our community. But you tell me, what happens when we do that? We can actually get run down and exhausted. And the easiest way to learn it is everyone's been on an aeroplane. You've seen the safety drill where the masks drops down, you have your children next to you, your partner, and you quickly put it on your children, your partner, and then you start to lose oxygen. You start to feel that pressure and that stress, and it causes you disease and disharmony and even, no breath, no life. So it's learning the simple technique, follow the direction of that aeroplane technique. When the mask drops down, you put it on yourself and you breathe in, and you can build your strength and your energy, and then you can help your children and your family. Simple technique, but very, very powerful. And when we go through life being disloyal, it creates disease in our body. So the workshops innately bring people back to their loyalty, to the center of their energy, their core of their energy. So it builds their health and it builds, momentum. And they can start to outlive, their life's purpose. Life doesn't fall short anymore. So there's some powerful healing and healthy techniques I take people through. Another beautiful energy I work with is the energy of tranquility. If you can feel that energy of tranquility right now, I can send that out to you in waves to feel it. So it's taking the stress, the T, out of stress and turning it into tranquility. So I also take people through those beautiful tranquility workshops. So just a bit of a high five and thumbs up, if you'd like to experience and feel that energy of tranquility. Just let me know if that energy is flowing through. So on all that serenity and tranquility, I wanted to also talk about um, a collage of people that have come across my journey. I don't want to just talk about adversities and struggles, that too, but talk about everyday people with extraordinary lives. So one person along my story and my life's journey, you would have read about it in the magazine coverage, but I'd also like to share it with you live here in this moment, is a lady called Marianne Williamson, or Marley Williamson, I should say. And she was 1 week away from a high excellence award for sports initiatives of White River rafting, of rowing. But tragedy struck. She was actually struck by a drunk driver. That moment of time where a stupid decision and reckless decision changed her life forever. So she was rushed to hospital. She went through endless surgeries, and basically the doctors announced that she wouldn't walk or talk again. But that didn't stop her. She kept going, and had this insatiable strength and spirit about her I'd like to share with you and part with you so you could keep conquering your mission. So she kept her rehabilitation up. She defied her odds, did her rehabilitation of speech, of physio, and today she can actually walk and talk. So she travels the world sharing about the safety of drunk driving and the negative impact that can have on someone's life. And her energy just goes parting everywhere she goes. And her mission and message is never give up, never give in, no matter the adversities you go through, no matter the trials and tribulations, you have that ability to rise above it and to conquer your life's goals and mission. I'd like to leave a message that she shared with me. It was one of her favourite authors and quotes, and it was from a relative of hers, Marianne Williamson. And you would have heard about her journey as well. And her message and quote was all about, it's not that we are incapable, or that we don't know how to achieve our goals, and it's that we are fearful of our light and our power. It's our power and our light that we are most afraid of. It's not our darkness or our differences, um, or our disability. It's actually our light. So I'm here to distill that within you, to light your energy, to light your torch with Marley's message for you to conquer your goals and your dreams. So once again, yeah, thumbs up if you're getting some inspiration and joy from Marley's message, and you're feeling unconquerable this evening and in this moment of time, wherever you are in the world. The other life stories I'd like to share with you is, once again, like I shared, a collage of people. Those collages of people have strengthened my journey, and I'd like to rub that off on all of you today for you to have that feeling within you to conquer your life's message. So it's about Indigenous women. I'd like to talk about all Indigenous women around the world, but I'll start with my own country. Indigenous women here in Australia. Her name was Shirley Colleen Smith, and she was from 1834, and she was an advocate and leader, a powerhouse and leader for Aboriginal rights that were separated and stolen from their generation. She went up against all the adversities of governments that, you know, she had to bring all those children together back to their families that were stolen and separated. They were sent to missionaries, you know, parents were put in prisons, other people were murdered. And, she had the ability to heal and to unite. So just sharing her message with you, she has that enormous indomitable spirit as well, of being a woman, of being Aboriginal, but being a powerhouse and leader of advocacy commissions and embassies in her era. So imagine what we can do in 2024 as people, as women, to really use her light and her energy system to conquer our goals and our dreams. So yeah, once again, thumbs up if you're enjoying all those beautiful stories of people around the world. Another amazing lady, there's many stories I'd like to share with you, but I've just chosen a collage and handful of people, is a lady called Mavis Freeman. And she is a 95-year-old woman who ran a cattle station with her husband in her era, plus a huge family. Her family was a corporation, a company in itself. If all the mothers out there can relate, you're bringing up some remarkable children. You're bringing up corporate leaders within your family. So, but today, Mavis is subjugated to a wheelchair in knitting. The reason why I share this is that she blew me away. She has this amazing exercise routine where she does weights and physio routines. And I thought, right, at 51, I'm 51, I need to get my skates on and keep my energy up and keep my health up. And so she just inspired everyone around her. So I depart that with you as well. Keep your energy up, keep your health up, so you can keep conquering your life's goal. You don't fall short, due to health. So her message is, don't let age conquer you, age or gender conquer you, but for you to conquer your age and gender. What I also learned from her is her insatiable spirit of leadership. She was a powerful leader in person, and she has that ability of leading many people and getting them to understand their strength and their health is important. So what I learned is never let age or gender defeat you or define you. Allow it to strengthen you and bring you health to conquer your mission in the world. So the final quote from that I got from her journey is, steer your ship towards success. You be the captain of your life. So amazing woman to meet and to be part of her life's journey of helping her along her journey. Another lady I met in women's health and commission in here in Australia was Melinda Johnson. Melinda Johnson experienced a violence and abusive relationship and over a 10-year period. She had 5 children to look after as well. So she fell hard and fast on her face as she shared, but she got up again. Once again, she stood up for herself. She got the support services around her and went into a housing commission house, just a 1-bedroom housing commission with 5 children. You might think, oh, well, that's quite strenuous and, a lot of pressure. But it was better than a violent house and home from her husband. So this amazing woman just went from strength to strength. She then went to house, clothe, and feed and educated children, but she went into training herself. The Women's Commission gave them the tools and techniques to educate themselves and learn tools to get back into the workforce. So she went into the workforce to help other women, to strengthen their energy, to strengthen their light. And so she was trained in offering them services of housing, of teaching, of health. So another amazing woman to help you conquer your goals and your dreams and your missions in life. One of her favorite females is Jackie O, and as you all know, and Jackie O is her favorite quote is, "Our voice is the only fortune worth finding in life." Once you can find your voice, you have the ability of changing the world and changing the world of people around you. So take that to heart and remember that we search for money and we search for great fortunes outside of yourself. So it's finding that voice within you, that expression and that message within you. And this is also a message for all the people that don't have a face and have a voice this evening. I'd like to offer them my face and my voice, to go about their goals and dreams and missions, to stand up for themselves, to embark on empowering themselves to conquer any adversity that they're going through and rise to a higher summit. So this is to all the people, women that are not here this evening, that, we can also band together and we can meet those people, in your journey of coaching and of health and positive mindset, all the beautiful people I've met on the summit today. You can distill that message of strengthening each person's voice so they can get out of their own tiny corner of the world and share their message and make a big difference. Another amazing woman I'd like to share about, you know this woman already, is Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn wasn't just, you know, a beautiful woman and working with acting. She was looking at, the emergency and advisory for children's funding, where impoverished children had no housing, had no clothing, had no education. So she funded that, and she won one of the most highest awards, honorary awards for that in America. So it's all about leaving our legacy behind, not just fighting for our own rights and, our own careers, but how we can help people less fortunate than us. And we can leave that legacy in the hearts of mankind behind. Another amazing person I'd like to share about you, which you already know in America, is Carmel Harris. And to me, the understanding of that is K is for kindness, H is for healing. So with her leadership, I believe, America, the world can make a big difference and start to work with kindness and healing. There's a lot of aggression and violence within those leaderships and within different countries. So I feel she has the ability of bringing that healing vibration. On that note, I'd like to share that, without making a distinction, this is what we need to heal is so far. Um, Men have the ability of leading the planet from the head. And so look where it's sort of headed so far. It's headed to a lot of war and violence. We've funded, people, Australia has funded, other countries have funded the war efforts over millions and billions of dollars. Imagine the funding. This is for war, so and violence and blood and shed and tears. Imagine using at least half those funding to distribute to everyone here today to make a difference in your journey and the journey of other people. On my last note, I'd like to share that women have the ability, without using the word women as well, we're here to conquer that. But so far in my learning is women have the ability of running the world from the heart, of running the world from love and compassion. So I distill that in all of you today, that we're here to run the world from the heart. Thank you for your time. If anyone's got any questions, I love to hear them. Any feedbacks, any smiley faces, love hearts, I'd love to hear them. On just a brief note, part of healing is a blockage healing profile I do for people within my workshops, where you look at healing your first 7 years. I've been a trained consultant of over 10 years, and I can back people on looking at healing their fears, looking at their first 7 years, unraveling healing solutions for that. And obviously, tranquility and serenity for your journey. Thank you for your time, and over to beautiful
Thanks for the wonderful
ladies
presentation,
in front
Ebbin.
of me, Melinda.
Thanks for the wonderful presentation, Ebbin. Excellent talk with battery of women leader stories. Thanks for sharing your thoughtful insights and your knowledge to our audience. Our audience are truly engaged with your presentation. Great.
Beautiful. Thank you for the time. I appreciate and very honored to be here and meeting all of you. I'd like to connect with all you beautiful people. Don't just leave it here tonight and today. I'd like to connect. So reach out. Feel free to reach out to me and connect and feel that serenity and tranquility.
So great. Your words are so appreciated. Um, so we got a lot of questions by people in this session. So
Oh, okay.
the most frequent question which is asking by people is what factor is most important? Other age and equity conquer the true relationship leadership.
Yeah, so it's more about, yeah, each person's unique, and each person, it's all about deciding, is leadership is important, is age important, um, you know, and it's all about, like I said before, never letting age defy you or conquer you. You know, you're ageless.
Thank you, Ebbin. Let's quickly move to the next section. Thank you.
Thank you for the beautiful journey.